Hey guys, welcome back. It's Saturday. I'm going to be doing a portfolio passive income update for Retire with Less and myself. I know I had a series going. It didn't make sense to me, so I'm kind of pulling it back a little bit, and I'm just going to do a portfolio passive income update monthly. Okay, if I figure out a way to make it make more sense to me, maybe I'll expand on that. But for now, we're going to look at YouTube income, affiliate income, things like that. And then we're going to look at my dividend portfolio, look at the holdings, and we'll see the changes from month to month. And I go through a plan of how I am going to siphon some income off of this portfolio, because I really actually need to pay bills, right? Okay, so let's get going. So first I want to start off with YouTube numbers. YouTube numbers are in the dumps. I don't know of a better way to say it. If we look at the performance over the past, just the 4 months, look at the revenue has dropped, almost 50%, like 40% drop in revenue. But we've gained for July 122 subs. Appreciate you. Views, 14,355 views for the month of July. Revenue, all the way down to $151.52. Per view, that's penny per view. It's basically what it comes out to. So total subs ended July, $6,664. So hopefully YouTube comes back around. I'm doing YouTube. Some of you know that I'm going to use it in retirement as kind of a just passive income. It's not passive. Scratch that. Get that out of your mind that YouTube is passive income. It's not. That's a blooper. I shouldn't have said passive income, but I was going to use it as an income vehicle, just part-time. When me and my wife retire, so those who don't know, we're going to retire shortly. I don't know when. It could be anywhere from a year from now, 5 years from now, 6 years from now. I'm not sure. It really depends on our youngest son and what he does with his life, because he's entering into his senior season of high school this year. So it's going to depend upon what he does, honestly. So me and my wife, when we're empty nesters, we're going to end up buying an RV and travel in America. Hopefully that works out, because I've been wanting to do this for years, and then now all of a sudden it's gotten extremely popular after the V thing that happened in 2020. RVing and camping and all that stuff kind of exploded. So I'm hoping that kind of calms down. We'll see. But I'm using that. You're going to use this to kind of fund that lifestyle, at least partially, right? So that was the performance of YouTube for the month of July. Now, if we look at the passive income, this is all I want to say, I have YouTube under here as passive, but it's not passive. But it's just other income, right? So if we look at July, we had $537.03 in dividends. Most of that is being reinvested. Some of it comes back, because my main account is in Interactive Brokers, and Interactive Brokers doesn't do partial drip reinvestment. They only do full shares. So some of this gets received in cash, and I'm fine with that. Interest payment, $53.61. Interactive Brokers pays me on my uninvested cash, and it also through stock lending. Also, I have a Wealthfront account that I keep a lot of my savings account month-to-month expenses in. So $53.61 in interest income. Fidelity rewards. This is the Fidelity credit card. Get 2% cash back. I pay as many bills as I possibly can and buy as much things, my daily needs, through this credit card. And it gets me about $40 a month. So $42.07 from Fidelity. And there's that YouTube, $151.52. Ko-Fi, those that aren't aware, down below there's a Linktree link. It has all ways to connect with me. Email, it's got my mailing address, all that. But there's other ways. There's a tip jar, which is Ko-Fi, that you want to just, hey, GW, here's $5, whatever it is. That's what Ko-Fi is. And for the month of July, we got 0. And I don't blame anybody. We got rampant inflation and gas prices are going up. I don't blame you for not sending anything through. So don't even trip on that. What I would like, though, is if any of you are Amazon shoppers, down in that same comment section is my link to my Amazon affiliate link. And it doesn't cost you any extra to do this. And that's why I like it. If you're normally shopping on Amazon anyway, all you need to do is click the link, and whatever you shop and pay for, Amazon sends me a small commission on qualified purchases. It's sometimes it's 1%, sometimes it's 3%, sometimes it's 10%, depending upon the category of purchase. So I really like this one because it doesn't cost you a dime extra to use the affiliate link, especially if you're going to be shopping on Amazon anyway. So $28.18 earned from Amazon. Appreciate that. And then these referrals here is like M1 Finance. M1 Finance is in the Linktree link. If you use, they're only at $10 now. They used to be at 30 for a while. Hopefully they bring that back. So total somewhat passive income for the month, $812.41. Now you say the options account up here. Next month, if anybody follow my options videos, you'll know I have a plan for August. I'm going to see how this works out. I do sell options quite heavily, pretty much 5 days a week. And what I'm going to do is when I sell an option and say I get paid $100 to sell that option, I'm going to take $50 of it and I'm going to shove it into our savings account where we use to pay our bills every month. I'm going to see how that works out. Okay. So right now you see nothing from options here. That's because I really haven't pulled any money out of my options account. And starting in August, I'm going to start doing that. So 50% of all premiums sold for the month of August will be in this line item as well. So that's it for the passive income. Let's take a look at the holdings, and we'll discuss the holdings just a little bit. Now, if we look here, looks like a big mess of numbers. But Camping World, I own 123 shares. Cost basis at $32.51. They pay a pretty good dividend. I don't know why that says 6% because it's actually, I think I manually did that. Let me see. Let me copy that. Paste this formula only. There we go. That's right. PEY. Some of these are going to be going away. Hopefully. PEY, I own 110 shares. I probably have a video on that one. I know I have a video on that one. SPLG, is this the S&P 500 ETF? I probably will be getting rid of this, and it's going to be called away because I do sell options. So if you guys don't understand why you're selling it, well, I sold cover calls, S&P 500 went up, and then I'm probably going to get rid of it. RYLD, up to 525 shares of RYLD. That provides quite a bit of income there. 319 shares of XYLD, 25 shares, roughly 26 shares of QQQM, which is the NASDAQ 100. 300 shares of Ford, which will probably be going away because I have a covered call on it at a 14 strike. So unless, Ford dumps over the next couple of weeks, I'll probably be getting rid of that. AT&T, 102 shares there. EOS is a income closed-end fund. Now, all these closed-end funds I did a video on. I'll probably link it up top and down below of the 3 funds that I'm buying. And I'm up to 356 shares of EOS. EOS is basically a technology income fund. gives you about 8.5% in a yield, paid monthly. RQI is a closed-end fund, real estate fund. It gives you about 6.25% paid monthly. And then PDO is a fixed income bond ETF from PIMCO, and that pays about 9%. Got 201 shares of that. Then we got the big one, JEPI. Got up to 265 shares of it. I have here 8.47%. I think that's a little high. I know a lot of people are excited about JEPI and the big payments that it's been having, but I think it's going to settle in somewhere in the 7 to 8% range when it's all said and done. I think these ones that we've had are kind of been a little bit of outlier payments. MPW, Medical Properties Trust. I just recently took ownership of 200 shares of these, cost basis of $15.70. That's a 7.25% yield roughly. And I have been selling some options to possibly even buy some more. The almighty Mo. They talked about cigarettes being dead, and I don't believe it. So we got 200 shares of Mo with an average cost basis of $45.55. Got some covered calls out there for $46, and I did not sell a put. So that's an 8% yielder there. QQQJ, I'd like to get rid of this one. Actually, I shouldn't say I'd like to. I might get rid of this one. This one is got a covered call on it at 26, and my cost basis is 26.40. But I've made plenty of dividends and other option income from it, so I won't mind letting that go. Intel, I'll probably average down on Intel. I got 100 shares with a cost basis of $41.17. I do have a put out on Intel to try to get 100 more shares at $35. We'll see if that happens. Bank of America, got 100 shares of it, cost basis of $35.66, and also got put and call on these to generate income. Carnival Cruise Line, cost basis of $11.75. I do have a $9 put out on it. So we'll see. I have a $9 put and a $7.50 put. So we'll see if we can average down on that if it gets there. And then last but not least, Amazon, 20 shares of Amazon, cost basis of $123.76. Actually my best performer so far as capital appreciation is concerned. So annual dividend, whoops, I forgot to finish this off. Sorry, I just did this today. So we'll see if this fills out. There we go. So overall, got a roughly 7% yield on the portfolio. Annual, some of this, because some of these are variable like RYLD, XYLD, and JEPI, but roughly $7,400 in annual dividend income for a monthly average of $620 a month. So not too shabby, if I would say so myself. So if I really had to, with the options income and all the other income like YouTube, interest, fidelity rewards, if I didn't, reinvest the dividends, and then I also took half of the options income, we'll see. I'd like it to be, if I go back to passive income, I would like the options portion. This is kind of a lofty goal, but I would like the options portion about $2,000. So that would give roughly $2,800 to $3,000 a month in passive, quote unquote, passive income. And we'll see how it goes. I don't know how that's going to work out. You'll just have to tune in September when I do the August review. So hope this didn't go on too long. I didn't ramble too much. If you'd like, support the channel down below, Linktree, check it out. We appreciate it. Thank you guys so very much for watching. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye. I am not a financial advisor. The information contained in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. It is not intended to be investment advice. Please seek a licensed professional for any investment, tax, or legal advice. Thank you.